Hello, thank you for coming to this channel. God bless everyone who's coming in this channel. Please come and join us. I have a blessed, powerful message for you today. God bless everyone who's coming. It's Tuesday today. I want to share this message with you. What must we do? What must we do to appear in our life? Praying, most of us we, fast and devote our life to see God visit our life, to see the glory of God come to us that we call revival. What must we do? The Bible explained to us must we do. That is what today I'm talking about. I'm pretty much sure God will bless you with this message since we are looking for to be closer and closer to God every day. The Bible explained to us what we must do to see the glory to appear in our life. What must we do? I will explain that in a few minutes. I wait a little bit until people join us. Um, come on in. All right. Leviticus chapter 9, verse 4. I'll read it. It says, and an ox and ram for fellowship worship to sacrifice before the Lord, together with grain offering mixed with olive oil. For today the Lord will appear to you. For today the Lord will appear to you. When you know the Lord will appear into your life, there is things we must do, things that delights God in our life. God doesn't show up when we are not prepared. The Bible telling us the right sacrifice must be done in order the glory to come in our life. We have to be prepared for the glory of God. God will send his glory to us, and at the same time, we must please God. We must delight God, so he will release the glory that will appear in our life. And here is the Bible say the right fellowship offering. Of course, we don't do blood sacrifice anymore, but we do the rest of the sacrifice. Fellowship offering means you need to have a fellowship with God, a fellowship offering you must offer, which is a praise and worship and a fellowship that He is number one in your life. This could be for a long time, but you need to have a fellowship offering. Of course, that is our spiritual sacrifice, which is a fellowship, a praise and fellowship sacrifice that we do for the Lord. And it says continue together with grain offering. That is also a worship that we do today. The physical sacrifice offering that we require to do at this time we don't do it. We are required to follow God, to praise and worship Him. That is our sacrifice for God with olive oil. For today, the Lord will appear to you. When the Lord come, it comes in our praising, in our worship. We have to have a life of worship and praise. when you desire to see God appear in your life. That is the requirement. When we read Leviticus chapter 9, verse 6, then Moses said, "That is what the Lord has commanded you to do, so that the glory of the Lord may appear to you." The sacrifice of worship, the sacrifice of praise that is needed, especially for the time we live in. If you are looking for God, uh, and you try many ways, you went to places, but you're not successful uh, uh, seeing the glory of God in your life, then you need to increase your praise and worship offering and your fellowship offering. Then Moses said on chapter 6, that is commanded. God doesn't show up in our life when we're not paying attention to Him. The way we pay attention to Him is by praising Him and worshiping Him. You have to have the right atmosphere. You have to create atmosphere for God to notice you. And it continues Leviticus 9:23 and 24. The people heard what God commanded them to do, and they offer the right sacrifice for God and prepared. 23 says Moses and Aaron then went into the tent of meeting. The tent of meeting means that's where the priests meet glory of God. Come out, the blessed the people, and the glory of the Lord appeared to all the people. When they offer the sacrifice the right way as they are commanded, and then the glory appeared to the people. After the glory, fire come out from the presence of the Lord. You see, there is a place the presence of the Lord come down, and out of that, the presence of the Lord, fire will reach out, and will the people see that fire and continue, he says, and consumed the burnt offering and the fat portion of the altar. When all the people saw it, they shouted for joy, fell face down. This is the thing will happen in our life. This is the thing we should expect by faith to happen. And this is the thing we must be obedient to it. The glory of God will come in our life when we are doing what the Lord commanded us to do, which is a fellowship with Him and a consistent praise and worship to Him. When that happens, the presence of the Lord will fill the house. And out of that presence of the Lord, the fire will come out and consume what we put in the sacrifice. And our sacrifice is the sacrifice, and our sacrifice is our prayer. Our prayer will be consumed by the fire of God that comes out from the presence of God. The presence is that we need in our prayer and our fellowship. The presence of God must appear in our fellowship when we fellowship God in our house or with the body of Christ. Without the presence of the Lord, our prayer cannot be consumed by the fire of God, because at the scriptures telling us the fire of God come out from the presence of the Lord, and the presence of the Lord is will come when we created the atmosphere that delight God to give us His glory. If you are looking for healing, if you are looking for a blessing, if you are looking for freedom, anything that you are praying to God to give it to you, that will come out of the presence of God. And the fire will touch you and will answer all your prayer. That is what the Bible saying, and that is what our God is requiring us to do. I hope this will change your 2025 completely. You will experience the presence of God, and because your fellowship, the fire will come out from the presence of God and bless you. I hope uh, you have a living sacrifice, a living relationship with the living God, because now you are hungry for His glory to appear in your life. This is possible. This is happening right now. If you are looking for God to speak to you, if you are looking for whether you want to know you are walking with God or not, or you want to be strong and you walk with Christ, this is the only way. You have to have a fellowship, and you have to have a praise and worship life for God all the time. Thank you for coming. I'm here today to do a very small video. God bless you, and I pray and you increase in His presence and His glory every day. Especially at this time we live in today, you need the glory of God to appear in life. Otherwise, the truth only sets you free. That is the only way we be free, and that is the only way we are kept free by the glory and the presence of God among us. Thank you, and God bless you.